everybody. Welcome back to yet another episode of Pork Puck Hockey, where we talk hockey and only hockey. It's your host, JBACS, and we got a good list of stuff for you today. We're going to start things off by the breaking news. First thing that happened today, woke up this morning, did a little thing, and get an alert. Bruce Boudreau has been fired from the Minnesota Wild. And they're only 3 points out of a playoff spot. So I don't know what's going on there. Bill Guerin said there were going to be some changes potentially, and we've made some changes there already and made the trade, which we'll talk about later on. But who knows? I wish Boudreau the best of luck. He might end up finding himself back on another team here, potentially even Seattle. So we'll see. But that's the first thing we wanted to get off and talk about. Next up, there was a scary situation in Anaheim this past week. Jay Bouwmeester collapsed on the bench, reminiscent to the Peverley situation that happened a few years back, and a very scary time to just see a man just collapse like that on the bench. Like, tough to see. Man was rushed to the hospital, and Bouwmeester, he's doing all right now. They're watching him. They gave him something to help get his cardiac heartbeat to a correct rate, and hopefully that can fix everything that was going on there and maybe even get him a return to the hockey. But I don't know. Sometimes these are career-ending things. Wish him the best and his family. Hope everything goes well and he gets back to normal. We got some congratulations in order now. 2 1,000 Game Club members have just joined the ranks. Andrew Cogliano and Zach Parise. Parise started his career in New Jersey, and he's playing in Minnesota right now. Cogs, he's a Duck, and these guys are good hockey players. They've played 1,000 games, so obviously they know how the league works and been around for a while. So congrats to those guys, and we'll see if they can keep playing, maybe 500 more or even more than that. Who knows? Next up, we got a very cool ceremony that happened in Vancouver recently. The Sedin twins, Daniel and Henrik Sedin, are obviously two of the biggest names out of Vancouver lately. They got their numbers retired. The number 22 and 33 were retired by the Canucks, and they sent them to the rafters with era-specific jerseys, which was really cool. So for those of you who don't know, they entered the league together at picks number 2 and 3 in the draft. So pretty cool to see these guys play together and have a very good career. They all ultimately didn't get the ultimate goal, Lord Stanley, but very good career for these two boys. So they should be Hall of Famers, and congrats to them. Man, oh man. It's been tough. Tough league this year. The injury front. We have a list of injuries here. Radulov of the Stars has been placed on IR. That hurts their forward core. They brought him in to give a little bit of some leadership, veteran status, and hopefully get some goals scored, but he's been sidelined, and that's hurting the team. The leader, Connor McDavid, he's going to be out for a couple of weeks, maybe a month-ish. We'll see. But that really hurts the Oilers, who are in the playoff spot right now and trying to get to the playoffs again and even win the Stanley Cup potentially. So that hurts them. Draisaitl, hopefully he can do something like what Crosby and Mal can do, and when one's out, the other just produces and says, hey, let's get her going here, and gets the team on their back, and hopefully the Oilers can keep going. Shea Weber, he's going to be out 4 to 6 weeks, maybe longer. A couple controversial things there for him, but again, another guy who's a good player who's hurt. Marcus Johansson, he's out right now for the Buffalo Sabres, and they're a good team, and they could get back in the playoff hunt if they start winning some games. Seth Jones, he's out with a fractured ankle, another veteran status player who helps his team in Columbus, and it just sucks. I mean, all these good guys are getting worked hard and getting injured. Evgeny Kuznetsov with Capitals. He's on a day-to-day. Again, another star player injured. So who knows? Maybe something's going to change, but couldn't tell you. It's just the injury plague. Next up, we got a trade for you. The Pittsburgh Penguins will send Alexander Galchenyuk and Addison, a minor leaguer, to the Minnesota Wild. And they also sent a first-round conditional pick to receive Zucker from the Wild. Jason Zucker, very good player. Not so sure this trade was fair. It seems a little more one-sided to me in favor of Minnesota winning the trade, but who knows? Zucker can help out the Penguins and make their playoff run, and he's one of those quick guys that can find Crosby, or Crosby can find open for some goals, so we'll see. Ovi. He is still chasing 700 goals as he could not score these past 2 games. The team's been struggling a little bit, but they were able to beat Colorado last night by a score of 3-2. But Ovi just didn't score. He had some chances, especially very early on in the game. So we're going to keep seeing him on a national spotlight until he maybe breaks through and gets that 700th goal. Igor Shesterkin, the New York Ranger goaltender, has been named the starter by their head coach. This is awesome. They got 3 starting goaltenders right now in Georgiev, Shesterkin, and Henrik Lundqvist, obviously. So maybe since Shesterkin was named the starter, they move Georgiev to get a pick or maybe an upgrade on offense or defense. And we'll see what happens, but congrats to Igor, and good luck to the Rangers in figuring out who their future goaltender is going to be. Zdeno Chara, he was involved in an incident where he was cross-checking Brendan Gallagher in the head in the game between the Canadiens and Bruins this past week, and he's going to receive a little fine for that. You just don't take your stick and go like that to some man's face. That's just not cool, man. So, unfortunately, that's what Chara did, but hey, he's going to pay for it. Make sure you guys take a look at tomorrow night's Stadium Series game in Colorado between the Avalanche and the Los Angeles Kings. Always a good outdoor game to check out, and always 2 good teams in it. So, we'll see who wins and what happens in that one, but make sure you guys check it out tomorrow night. And, we'll hit the stats and standings before I bid you adieu. We'll start with the stats today. Goal scoring. It's been crazy lately, and the point leader is Leon Draisaitl, 90 points. He has 9 more points than David Pastrnak, who has 81 points. The goal leader is Austin Matthews with 41. Right behind him, technically tied with him, is David Pastrnak, 41. OV with 40, and the next closest is Mr. Nate McKinnon with 32. The assist leader is Draisaitl with 58, and John Carlson, right behind him at 54. Goalies, Tuukka Rask now has the GAA lead with 2.11. The save percentage lead also belongs to Tuukka Rask at a 930. And the shutout leader is Elvis Merzlikins. 5 shutouts. This man is insane right now for a rookie goaltender. Speaking of rookies, Quinn Hughes, 44 points. Right behind him is Cale Makar with 42 in that. Dominic Kubalik, 22 goals. And Quinn Hughes leads the rookies in assists at 36. So let's take a look at the standings to see how some of these teams are faring as of late. Capitals will lead the Metropolitans still at 79 points. Pittsburgh and New York, or the Islanders, that is, are right behind there at 72 and 74 respectively. And the wild card has some Metropolitan teams right there. Philadelphia, 71. Columbus, 71. That's the top 2 in the wild card. Carolina at 3. Florida at 4. New York Rangers at 5. But let's take a look at the Atlantic real quick. Boston, 82. Tampa Bay, 81. And Toronto, 68. The Atlantic's kind of getting a little lopsided there, but it is what it is. Let's head out west. St. Louis leads the way in the Central with 74. Colorado, 72, right behind them. Dallas, 71. We got a tight race there in the Central. The Pacific, that's also a tight race. Vancouver, 69. Edmonton, 66. And Vegas, 66. Wild card, rounding it out here, we got Calgary, Arizona, 66, 64 respectively. Winnipeg, 63. Nashville, 61. Minnesota, 61. See, they're in it, and they fired Boudreaux. I don't understand. But that's what I got for you guys this week. So make sure you check back in and stay subscribed. We want to give a thank you to our sponsor here, Sun Reaver, for the sweet intro. If you guys want to check them out, please do at the end of the video. JBACS out.